What's up, guys? I'm Jen Palco. In this video, I'm going to actually reveal two different phrases my grandmother used to always tell me and my brother growing up, and how these two phrases kind of stuck with me, and how I think they completely apply to life today. And they're ones you probably heard of before. All right, the first one is knowledge is power. She used to always say knowledge is power. And what does that mean? Well, it means, okay, get an education if you can. But I don't just apply it to getting an education, I apply it to learning, okay? Learning as a whole. So if you work on your self-development a little each day, you read books, you watch motivational, inspiring videos for yourself, you listen to podcasts, which is what I like to do, that just things that help you grow, okay? You expand your realm of what you know, right? Obviously. But knowledge is power, because the more knowledge that we have, the more we can do, in life. If you're so closed off and you have like this much knowledge and stuff, and you're not willing to learn anything outside of this little bit, then how is that going to help you? How is that going to help you grow as a person and live your life? You might be comfortable, but you're going to be in your comfort zone. But eventually you're going to get to a point where you're not so comfortable in your comfort zone. And then you'll realize that you might have wasted years of not applying any type of self-growth or self-development for yourself, and it's going to hinder you down the line, whether it's a job or a relationship, or just you feeling like you have more purpose or fulfillment in your life. All right, so knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. The second phrase she used to always say, and she used to actually sing a little song to me and my brother, was have patience. Have patience. This day and age, we all know we don't have a lot of patience. Just as human beings, technology, the way things have kind of evolved over time, we want things instantly, instant gratification. We want right here, right now. You know, God forbid we have to wait in line at the grocery store. We get so impatient, right? That's because we always are rushing off somewhere. We always feel anxious about something. We need to get somewhere. So have patience. Patience is really, really, really key to surviving as human beings and how we are communicating with other people. Because if we're not patient, then our lives are really not going to be that fulfilling for us. We're not only going to feel stressed and anxious all the time, but we're just going to kind of go through our lives in this state of just rushing around and never being present with ourselves and our bodies. And what does that do? That not only will just deplete your immune system after a while, maybe, just fatigue it, but you're not really living your life. You're not really living your life if you're not living with any sort of patience. Okay, now not just my grandmother said this, but my grandfather, who I used to know is one of the most patient people on earth. He was probably one of the most patient people because he dealt with not only my family and us being in this technology savvy mindset where we're always on the go, always need instant gratification, but grandparents were from a whole different time frame. They didn't have anxiety all the time because they weren't rushing around all the time, right? They learned to live consciously. When they sat down to eat, they sat down to eat. They didn't read a newspaper. They didn't look at some football game on their phone. They didn't watch TV in the kitchen. There was no TV in the kitchen. They lived consciously and attentively and lived in their bodies, right? This is the difference. And this is how I think while technology is good in the way we're evolving, and it's great to have the convenience of it, at the same time, I think it's taking us away from our ability to just be present and be in our bodies and be attentive to what the hell is going on around us, to being conscious. We're walking around like zombies half the time. I know I am. You know, and we're on autopilot mode all the time, and we're really not present during the day, if we think about it. We're really not that present. So the benefit of being present is that we choose more wisely. We make decisions more wisely. We learn more about ourselves. If we're always in this anxious, flighty state, you know, we're always up here, then we're always going to make these rash decisions. We're always going to make decisions based on our impulse. Our impulse. So if we learn to, not that we have to cut away our cell phones or our TVs, you know, but it's just live a little more mindful, or pay attention to how much time you actually spend on Facebook or watching TV and stuff like that, and realize that patience is a virtue. So knowledge is power, have patience, live your life consciously, and that's all I had to say for today. So I will see you guys on the next video. All right, peace.